Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this weekday edition of Politics with Riley King. Look at our new political corner in our studio at the Riley King Network. Hopefully, you like our political corner. We have all different political things in this corner, we have our Obama puzzle, Donald Trump bobblehead, Abraham Lincoln, some New Hampshire State House items, Obama poster, me and Kelly Ayotte, and Abraham Lincoln again. And fun fact, me and Abraham Lincoln share a birthday together, February 12th. Let's begin this edition of Politics with Riley King. We're doing something different here at the Riley King Network. We're thinking about doing politics with Riley King every day to get you catched up with all the political news that is happening in New Hampshire and around the world. So let's dive into your weekday edition of Politics with Riley King. Hopefully you enjoy. First up, Biden calls Barr's probe into origins of Russia investigation Allison in Wonderland. Former Vice President also pushes back at AOC criticism on environment, defends my liberal credentials. Former Vice President Joe Biden on Tuesday compared Attorney General Robert Barr's probe into the origins of the Russia investigation to a fairy tale and defended its liberal credentials against criticism by the young members of Congress who has become a leading spokesperson for the progressive movement. This is like Allison in Wonderland, Biden told reporters at a stop at a downtown Concord cafe, referring to Barr's decision to assign a federal prosecutor to look into the genesis of the Russia investigation. Biden hits Giuliani for threatening to travel to Ukraine to pursue probe of his Sun company. Former Vice President Joe Biden also addressed again trade war, repatriation, gun violence in wide-ranging interview. Former Vice President Joe Biden said on Monday, criticized Rudy Giuliani, President Donald Trump's personal attorney and former New York City mayor, for threatening to travel to Ukraine to try to convince leaders there to investigate the former vice president and his son. Montana Governor Steve Bullock joins 2020 Democrat presidential race. Montana Governor Steve Bullock announced Tuesday that he is seeking the Democratic presidential nomination, distinguished himself among nearly 24 candidates as the field's only statewide elected officials to win a state that President Trump carried in 2016. Presidential candidate Moulton to return to New Hampshire on Sunday for stops in Amherst, Rye, and Londonderry. We will bring you those details once it gets closer. On Sunday, we will tell you where in those locations he will be stopping in. But he will be in Amherst, Rye, and Londonderry. Donald Trump Jr. has agreed to appear for closed-door session with Senate Internal Committee. Donald Trump Jr. has agreed to meet with the Republican-controlled Senate Intelligence Committee for another interview, according to a source familiar with the matter. And that does it for this weekday edition of Politics with Riley King. I hope you all enjoyed this weekday edition of Politics with Riley King. And we're going to start doing Politics with Riley King every day instead of just on Sundays. Hopefully you enjoyed this edition of Politics with Riley King. Have a great rest of your Tuesday evening. I'll see you back here tomorrow night for another edition of Politics with Riley King. Good night, everyone, and bye.